Hey, welcome to Kletus Roadside Service. I'm coming at you. We're in Alva. Guess what? Something happened that I didn't think was even going to be possible. I guess it is possible. This Holiday Inn, I came on an odd day, so they had the sausage links that I love. My normal days that I stay here is every other day, and they don't have the sausage links. And they had the sausage links because I usually stay in Wichita last night. Yeah, because usually I offload on Monday, but today I'm offloading Tuesday, so things are different. And I got my sausage links, and I'm a happy boy. Oh yeah. What else is going on? I don't know. It's early. It's not that early. 6:49, and well, I should have been probably on the road a long time ago. I got up at 5, and then just kept on snooze, snooze, snooze. I don't want to wake up yet. And then finally, I was like, all right, fine, I should get up. And then Bar Rescue came on the TV, and you know Bar Rescue, it just drags you in. You're just like, that guy's gonna get into a fight with somebody, and I want to see it. I want to see if I agree with him. So anyways, yeah, I don't know. They were reusing cups or something on that fucking Bar Rescue, and that's a big no-no. How much of that is scripted? It's got to be scripted. They're like, all right, we're going to have Bar Rescue coming in soon. Let's try to make this place as nasty as fucking possible so they can really improve our bar whenever, they get here. Or so, I don't know. They have to know that, I mean, there's cameras all over the place. How are they doing that? I don't know. Without the owner's consent, I don't know. Anyways, those sausage links were a little spicy this morning. I could feel a little spice in the back of my throat. Kind of wish I had something to rinse it down with. I hate the coffee. I don't know who's who works for Holiday Inn and is in charge of the coffee, because they should do their job differently, because that coffee is not good. Not good at all. It's better to not have coffee. That coffee is so bad. All right. Yeah, don't fucking nudge the line right now. You got a semi coming through. Thank you. You can't see me wave, but thank you. Alva, this road has been on construction forever. What the hell, man? Can you guys fix the fucking road about now? I mean, I've always said it. Out here in Oklahoma, they don't have a lot of roads, so they don't have a lot of experience on building them, and they take a long time. They take a long time to put down some goddamn concrete or some fucking anything. They gotta get all these fancy dancy equipment. They're like, we don't know what the fuck this shit does, but we're gonna use it for a couple of months, and then maybe we'll start laying down some shit. They're good at tearing out the old road quickly. They can do that. I don't know. Oklahoma road crews, you guys are just trying your damnedest. I mean, I gotta give you a hand, a little pat on the back, a little clap clap. You guys are trying your best. You're not getting anywhere. But all anybody can do is what they can do. And you guys are really trying. That road that you just fixed right here, that's a foot too tall. It's a little bit taller than the road that I'm on. Don't know if they were supposed to match up or not. Is that a sidewalk? Is that a 30-foot wide sidewalk. I don't know. They don't know what they're doing out here. They, they're just, they're like, quit making fun of us. We are trying our best to make the roads. We don't know what we're doing. Like, hey man, I'm I'm on your side. I just wish you wouldn't just tear out like the main roads and then leave them like that for a long time. You know, it's like, I'm on your side. I'm rooting for you. I've got to use these roads. I hope you guys get done soon. We ain't getting done anytime soon. We don't know what any of this shit is. We don't know what any of this shit is, and we will be done, but it's gonna be bumpy, okay? Because we don't have the thing to make it flat all the way, so it's gonna be a little bumpy. We're probably gonna have to tear out after we get the road done. We're probably gonna need to close it back down and fix it a little bit, because why would we just put it in the way it's supposed to be? We're gonna put it in and then tear it out and then try again from scratch, man. Hey, you guys are doing a good job. I'll tell you what, you guys are doing a lot better than whoever decided, let's put charcoal in the coffee at Holiday Inn. They're like, just charcoal. No coffee flavor at all. Just charcoal. That's what the people like. And it's not just at this Holiday Inn. This is at all of them. They have no choice. I would love to just leave a box of Folgers with the person that makes the coffee and be like, hey, try this. Try this instead of that bag of charcoal that your company gave you. I don't know if you know this. You're not supposed to use that. That's for the pool. That charcoal is for the pool room. It says cafe. I don't know what it says on there, but you guys are mistaking it for coffee. That is pool chemicals. Holiday Inn Express is using pool chemicals instead of coffee and serving it to the guests, and it tastes like ass. It's not supposed to taste good. It's pool chemicals. Some sort of charcoal canister chemical thing. You guys aren't using coffee. I don't know what the fuck you're putting in that goddamn coffee pot. It ain't coffee. It's wrong. It doesn't taste good. I get irritated every single time I get coffee. I see other people go up there and drink it, and I'm like, these people are really putting on a show. It's fun to watch a person wake up, well, I don't watch them wake up, but, they just woke up. They get on the fucking elevator with you. They're wearing slippers and, I don't know, maybe a robe or something. They don't provide you a robe here. So they had to have brought that from their house. Maybe it's just basketball shorts and a t-shirt. And they slipper their way over to the international breakfast. And yeah, I don't know. They're probably making a pancake. Okay, they're probably hitting the button on the pancake robot machine and sitting there waiting. They're like, oh man, I'm so hungover. Let me go get some coffee while this pancake is being made. And they go over and they just pump that coffee out of that bitch. They put in a little bit of creamer and a little bit of sugar. They take a sip out of it and they're like, what the fuck is this shit? That I don't understand how they don't do that every single time. Because that's what I do every single time. I'm like, maybe their coffee's different now. That's what I think all the time. I'm like, maybe it's different coffee now. I don't know. I am a gold member, but I don't get information about, like, hey, we're trying out new coffee. Next time you're here, try a sip. Okay, because I don't know. I don't get that message. So I just have to try a sip, and it's always not good. I don't know if I'm not even a coffee connoisseur. Like I said earlier, I like Folgers. Okay, it's not a real hard thing to beat. Is Folgers. Maybe Maxwell House is Folgers would beat out Maxwell House. I don't know. But whatever coffee Holiday Inn Express is using, I believe it's supposed to go to the pool room. I believe it's a big bag of charcoal that's supposed to go to the pool room for some sort of filtration system that is designed to, filter out piss and throw up. That's what it's supposed to do. And instead, people are just drinking it like it's coffee. It's supposed to be able to soak up as many STDs as it possibly can. I mean, this charcoal shit, whatever the fuck they got over there, that shit soaks up blood, STDs, herpes, ticks. We got mumps. We got um, spiders. What else is growing on people? It's got a bunion mode. So if grandma gets in there with her bunion, that's like a big fucking thing on her toe or whatever, and the bunion falls the fuck off, it will get sucked into the filter and lodged. So nobody's gonna have be going swimming and go diving and come up and they're like, "Hey, Dad, I found a bunion. I found a bunion in the fucking pool. Can I take it to the room? Dad, can I take the bunion to the room? How about this? Quit using that shit for coffee." I love the Holiday Inn, though. I love the Holiday Inn Express. They are a great place. It's really just like the coffee. The coffee is the worst. I can't believe it. That's something I expect out of the Days Inn. Is that level of horrible fucking coffee. Also, you could give me a bigger cup for more shitty coffee. That tiny little cup, it's like, dude, what the fuck are we doing here? We need coffee. We paid you money to sleep in your bed, jerk off in your curtains, and get a cup of coffee in the morning, and we can't even do it. I'm going to jerk off into the vents. I'm jerking off into the fucking control panel. Whenever you open the control panel, it says, use panel on wall. I'm coming in that fucking thing. And if it says on the wall, it says use control panel on unit, I'm coming in that. The Keurig right there, that is probably the best coffee. They do have good coffee for the Keurig, but it doesn't taste good because I've been coming in the fucking Keurig K-Cups. I've been opening it up and coming in it. And they noticed that there's no coffee cups missing. There's no coffee cups missing. The Keurig K-Cups are still there. They're not checking the Keurig for Kletus's cum. Okay? Every time I use the lotion or the fucking hand wash or the conditioner, the shampoo, or the body wash, I'm pretty sure that's somebody's cum. Somebody came in my soaps and I'm spreading it all over my face. I'm rubbing it into my beard. I'm rubbing it into my pubes. I wash my asshole very well. I'm rubbing somebody's cum into my asshole when I use the shampoo. Why am I using shampoo? It's hairy down there. It's hairy. Shampoo feels nice in my ass crack. Okay? I use body wash first and then I use shampoo. I have a hairy ass. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm furry. I'm shoving cum in my ass. Every time I stay at the Holiday Inn, I shove cum in my ass. Is it specifically cum? I don't know. It might not even be cum at all. Somebody maybe bring in some like Elmer's glue or something. They just like, it'd be funny if they want to wash their hair and then their hair is stuck, like glued, you know. I don't know. That hasn't happened to me, but it could happen. It could happen. With technology these days, it could happen. I'm coming in the sheets. I'm coming in the curtains. I'm coming in the control panel for the air conditioning unit. I'm coming in the Keurig K-Cup. I'm coming in the fridge, too. I'm coming in the fridge. I'm just a big hairy man full of cum, ready to spread my seed. That's what, whenever I sign in, I have them sign, I have to sign a paper for them. They got to sign a paper for me. I'm coming everywhere. That's what's going on. I'm spreading it around. We're going to have a slip and slide next week when I come out here. Or I already talked to them about it. We're doing a slip and slide down the stairwell on the south end. Use of just cum. We're just going to use cum to kind of slick it up. I really want to let you guys know, I actually have never came in the Keurig. Just so we're clear, I've never put my penis in the Keurig and let a load out. I wouldn't do that. I don't know about the other stuff. We're going to leave that up to your imagination. Is this Kletus guy telling the truth? Does he really come everywhere in the hotel room? There's no sign saying you can't. I'm telling you right now, there's not. I've looked in the description. I've looked in the fine print. There's nothing saying you can't ejaculate everywhere. And I'm taking full advantage of my God-given American right to come into the air conditioning unit. If they didn't want you to do it, they'd have a sign up. Okay? They have to think about these things. I mean, at least the bottles of soap and stuff, they bolt them to the wall, so you can't really, like, get into them, but you can get into them. Yeah, so anyways, I saw a news feed last night. Guess what, dude? There's a man that has no arms, no legs, is a professional hacky sack player or fucking cornholer, and he murdered somebody doing a drive-by. I mean, wow. We all need to take a little inspiration out of this guy. He fucking shot somebody. They even posted a video because he's like, oh, I can shoot a gun. I'll show you guys how I can shoot a gun. It's like, dude, quit showing everybody how you do things. Leave it up to mystery, okay? We don't need to see you shooting a gun. If somebody's like, oh, I got shot by that guy with no arms and no legs, we would say, You need to settle down. You are in shock. You don't know what you're saying right now. You think that Jimmy, with no arms, no legs, professional cornhole player, shot you in a drive-by shooting? You think he did it? You need to look at yourself and figure out what you got going on. You got a lot going on. You don't know what you're saying. Okay? Because that young man cannot shoot a gun. Look at him. He's got no arms. I mean, there's not even an elbow down there. Legs? Forget about it. Forget about the legs. Okay? We're not even talking about legs. But he ain't got them. That's the reason we're not talking about him. He has no legs. And he shot and killed a guy. But this guy, poor thing, the guy died because it would have been so exciting to hear his side of the story about how he's like, dude, I was just walking around and this guy rolled up and he said, hey, bitch with the legs. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, I go up to his window because he seems friendly. He's a cornhole player. Go up to the window. I'm like, hey, man, what's going on? Like, how do you drive this fucking car? Look at you. You have no legs and no arms. And he's like, fuck you, dude. And he shoots him. And he's like, for a split second, the guy's like, I must have ate some mushrooms somewhere. I must have accidentally been dosed up by the CIA because I am tripping the fuck out. And he just laid on the ground and bled out. He didn't even know he's like, it was such a shock to his system because, I mean, holy moly. If I saw a man with no arms and no legs, I think I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. What would you say? Don't say, I wouldn't say anything. You know what? I respect people in their bodies. I'm asking questions. Whoa, buddy! Dude! Rock on, dude! You are fucking badass. What happened, dude? You gotta tell me, where did your legs go? Where did your arms go? Did they all go to the same place? Are these two different incidents? It could be up to 4 different incidents that I can come up with in my mind how he lost all these limbs. Maybe he was a baby and somebody dropped a book and your leg is gone. I don't know. And then a little bit older, when you were a little older, let's see, you were trying to throw a ball, and right as you threw the ball, somebody else was throwing a knife, and it chopped your fucking arm right off. And then, let's see, you were on crutches, and you were having a really hard time walking around with the crutches because you're missing an arm and a leg, on opposite sides, okay? And somebody was like, yeah, you're at the zoo, and they have that little train that goes around the zoo, takes everybody for a ride, and you're going over the railroad tracks, and you trip, and the signs come down, and then a drunk man driving a tiny train full of children hits you in your leg at the zoo, takes your other leg. You've got free passes to go back to that zoo whenever you want. But now you are down to one limb. You have just a left arm now. You look in fucking insane, dude. you just have one left arm, and you're I don't know, maybe you result to doing drugs because your life is taking a wild turn, uh, and you put that rubber band on there to do some H or whatever. And I don't know if it's a myth or not, but you left that rubber band on for too long, and the fucking arm died, and you had to get it amputated. And now you learned how to shoot a gun with your nubs, dude. I don't know. I feel like I watched it, and he was able to shoot a gun with just two of his nubs. I thought it would be a four nub effort to get a gun to be shot. I don't know what's going on there. How he's got one part of his nub is skinny, so he can put it in there and pull a trigger or something. I don't know. Maybe he's using some sort of bite trigger or AI glasses or something to make that fucking beep beep beep. This is the yeah. That guy, poor guy. He's in prison now for a long time for murdering a guy. Because if he didn't go to prison, uh, he could be one of the first guys with a bunch of bionic arms and shit. I was so afraid of losing my legs for no apparent reason. I'm just frightened of becoming a paraplegic. I'm just frightened of it. I have two great legs right here. There's nothing wrong with them. They do what I need them to do. Um, they're not the best legs. They're not the worst legs, but these are my legs. No issues here. I just have an irrational fear of getting into some sort of an accident where my legs have been taken from me. And I don't even know if that's a bad thing. I don't know. It's like I'm scared. It's like you just got to jump. You just got to jump in with both feet and embrace it. I don't know. But I really like having my legs and my arms. By the way, all fingers. Still have all the fingers and everything. Um, but I do have an irrational fear of losing a limb, specifically legs. Do you guys have that? Do you guys have something like that? Where you're just like, dude, sometimes I cry when I'm trying to go to sleep. I cry thinking about myself with no legs. And now I have an idol I can look up to or down to. He's short. His legs are gone. He's still doing stuff. And he's in prison now, but he showed me that anything is possible. And I don't know. I would have been excited to get Elon Musk's attention, maybe in my cornhole. He was on TV with cornhole, and maybe he's just looking for attention. He's like, somebody give me bionic legs. Elon Musk, look at this, and he shoots a guy. He's like, I can fucking murder. Give me some legs. I don't know. I don't know the whole context of the story, but I did see that last night. I'm hoping it's not AI. I'm hoping it's real. Kind of. I don't want the guy to be dead that he killed, but I hope it's real. Because that would just... That's just something for everybody with a disability to look up to. You can still be a criminal with no arms and no legs. There was a lot of comments that were really insensitive to somebody with no arms. Okay, where's the handcuffs going to go? When the cops stopped him, they said, put your hands up, and they went ahead and shot him because he couldn't put his hands up. What was another one? The dude couldn't run that fast or something. I don't know. Somebody didn't put a lot of time and effort into that comment, but still relevant. Fills a gap here and there. But yeah, that's a story that I just saw last night. What the hell is going on here? Oh, Jesus. I thought I saw something fucking. I thought I saw some sort of. I'm gonna say alien, but it wasn't. It looked like a movie screen. It looked like I was driving into a drive-in movie theater. It was actually just a train. There's a train going by. I couldn't tell. I thought it was a drive-in movie theater. We're doing fine. We're doing all right. I'm gonna pause here, and then I'll be right back. We're back, baby. That didn't take very long. It took like a second. Just kidding. No, I've been sitting. It is 1:30 in the afternoon. I had just left my disposal location. They were waiting on powder because they like whenever I dump all this hazardous waste into a pit, they put this powder stuff on it and it coagulates and gets all scoopy, so they could scoop it up and put it in their dump trucks and go bury it somewhere in the desert. So that's cool. I just had to wait a long fucking time, which is normal. Am I upset about it? Not a horribly upset. It's my daughter's birthday. I would really like to have been there, but what was I gonna see? Because she already opened all her presents this morning. I was gonna miss the cake no matter what, and we're gonna have a big party here real soon. And my job got canceled for the next 2 days, so that means I'm probably gonna be local. So I'm gonna be able to be home and see her the rest of the week, and it'll be fine. We're gonna have a. I'm not missing her birthday. It would have been nice to been home and had a dinner with her and everything, and just been like there for her birthday. But we already gave her. I mean, she already knows I love her because I gave her that fucking bike, you know. So, but this is where. So my son's birthday is coming up. Also, obviously, I talked about it here just recently, where we got him a quad. We got him a fucking four wheeler, dude. I can't. I mean, imagine you at just turning 7 years old, and your dad got you a fucking quad, dude. Ecstatic. It's yours, dude. It's all for you. It's for you, well, and your sister. You're going to have to share it with your sister. But, man, I hope. I'm excited for my son, He ain't going to know nothing different. I had to wait until I was probably 10 or 11 years old before my dad brought home. Well, I don't want to say that because my dad always had go-karts and a mini bike and stuff. I just wasn't good at riding them by myself. And then whenever I turned 11, I was riding bicycles all the time. So he found me an old shitty dirt bike out of a shed. We got it running and rode that motherfucker all the time. And then just kept getting more and more dirt bikes after that. I've never had a quad. I did have a quad for a small amount of time. Tyler, my buddy Tyler, gave me a quad. He didn't want to have to move it or whatever to Florida. It was old junker. I mean, not really. We would always fire it up once a year or whatever and then ride it around his yard or wherever, just ride it around. But I guess we let it sit for a little bit too long and the rear brake seized up and everything. And then it sat under my deck at my house for a long time and I just didn't do anything with it. I yanked it out of the truck because it was seized up. I don't know how we got it in the truck. I guess we just picked it up and shoved it in. But to get it out by myself, I just tied uh, a ratchet strap from the axle to my fence and just drove out from underneath. And it sat there for a long time. And then old buddy Luke, he wanted to get one for his son. And This is a 300. It's a Honda 4-track 300, two-wheel drive, and I gave it to him because, I mean, I didn't have anything in it. I don't think Tyler even had anything in it, and now, well, he has a dad. His dad has a farm or whatever, so he was like, this would be cool to have at the farm. My dad can run around, do ranching stuff with the four-wheeler instead of driving his pickup truck everywhere. Getting in and out of a pickup truck, maybe he wants to do that, I guess. I don't know. But if you just need to run over there and check on a horse real quick or something, he could just hop on the quad. I don't know. I don't think it's that. I think he's still running around in his pickup truck, but the quad still, it's got some issues. You got to air up the tires and shit. So, but Luke's working on it. He's getting it all put together. I was able to go down there and ride it. Well, we rode it actually at Luke's house and with the kids. They were having so much fun on it. So, I am so glad I gave that to Luke because the joy that I see everybody having with it is awesome. And my boy doesn't need a 300 four-wheeler. He's not there. So I think this is an awesome alternative. I think my son's going to be so excited about it. I mean, I was excited about getting a dirt bike when I was 11. I can only imagine how he's going to feel getting a quad at 7. But now it is just a super cheap Chinese quad. I mean, it's brand new, so everything should technically work. But it's a 40cc. This is where I was running myself ragged yesterday while I was waiting for my burger to get made. I was like, it says it's a 40cc 4-stroke. And I'm looking at the shape of the engine and everything in the pictures, and it's the same thing that goes on their dirt bike, so I can kind of see it. All the well, I don't know about all the replacements, but if you look up a 40cc engine on Amazon, they're all 2-stroke. So I'm hoping I didn't get, I mean, if it is a 2-stroke, I'm not prepared to have a 2-stroke right now, but I can be easily. I'm hoping it's a 4-stroke. I want to be able to just put fucking gas in it and ride it, and then put gas in it and ride it, and that's all. I don't want to have to be a fucking technician trying to fucking get the damn beakers and Bunsen burners going or whatever. I'm just kidding. I have to mix up chainsaw gas and weed eater gas, so it's not a big deal. But I would really prefer just to get straight gas, Anyways, so I don't know if I looked at all the whole everything. I even the videos I watch. It sounds like a 4-stroke, so maybe it is. But I'm telling you, all of the 40cc go-kart, mini bike, 4-wheeler engines that they sell on Amazon as a kit or whatever, they're all 2-stroke, is what they're saying. And I mean, like I said, I don't really mind a 2-stroke. I'd rather a 4-stroke though. Anyways, that motherfucker will be coming here real soon. What else? What are we doing today, guys? All right, we woke up. Well, we already talked about all that. I'm trying to start a whole new podcast here, even though I'm halfway through this thing. We get to the place, we get checked in, and yeah, we sat there and we did nothing. We talked to Hunter for a little bit. We texted with Luke a little bit. We applied for a couple more jobs. We talked to a couple of potential employers. I actually just got off the phone with one of them. It was one I shouldn't have even applied for. I knew I don't know. It was nice to get a call back, but they're like, "How do you feel about seasonal?" I'm like, "What do you fucking know, dude?" I'm like, if I'd noticed there was seasonal in your description at all, I wouldn't have done it. But I think they're just going off. Everybody knows the in dump drivers are just seasonal drivers. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But it was nice, you know. It was nice somebody wanting me and me telling them no. I think my price was right on the money. I said I need 32 to even consider it. And that, you know, then you still got to wonder about insurance and stuff, you know. And some of these asphalt paving companies, they're just smaller companies. They're like contracting companies or whatever, you know. So, but anyways, no, I got another couple. I got another phone call that I'm supposed to get around 2 o'clock, which is here in 20 minutes or so, and then a couple others that I have applied for that I think I need to. It just aggravates me, man. I spend all the time doing the resume on Indeed, and then I apply, and it's like, oh, fill out all of this same information again on a different website. It's like, come on, man. Just look at my profile. You see everything on there. How important is the application? Hey, listen. How about we make a deal if you're gonna hire me or not? Then I'll fill out all that bullshit. I'm not filling that shit out twice for you just to not give me the job. How about this? You see it, you know, I'll interview, and then you can decide if you're gonna hire me or not. And then whenever I'm doing my onboarding and shit, I'll fill all that shit out. How about that? Or we come to a conclusion if I'm going to actually do it or not, you know. But I don't know. I heard about a guy the other day that was going for a job, and then he was not so. He got all the way to the point where he was doing a drug test, but then something happened and he decided he didn't want the job anymore. And this dummy, I'm saying dummy because you should know, didn't go do his drug test. So then he outed himself at his current company because he, lost his CDL. It was downgraded if you fail to produce a clean sample. That's what it mainly is. If you fail to produce a sample at all, that's a fail also. So, anyways, they got him. So he got down. He's like, well, I didn't even want that job. So I didn't want to go piss test for that job. They're like, well, this was a government mandated piss test and you decided not to go do it, which is a no-no. So even though you don't want that job, you still have to go piss clean, which I can understand where he's coming from, but I'm like, I'm super strict about my piss tests. Because there was one time I had to go do one. Well, this was just me as a forklift operator. I really did not want to go do it. There was no reason for me not to go do it, but I was very upset. It was during COVID. It was right as COVID was starting up, and we were starting to get cases out here, and then nobody knew anything about what the fuck COVID was at the time. Now it seems silly, but at the time I was like, dude, to my boss, because we were kind of cool, but I was like, dude, you are sending me into the fucking urgent care where everybody's like, man, I wonder if I got COVID. Let me go cough in this fucking waiting room while I'm in there just to do a fucking piss test, a random piss test. I didn't do anything wrong. Nothing going on. You know, and you make me sit in the fucking waiting room with all these COVID coughers all around me. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm going to catch COVID because this dumb fuck made me go do a goddamn drug test for nothing. You know, it's like I don't mind doing it. And he's like, and then I expressed my concern afterwards because I knew I had to go do it. And he's like, well, you should have said something. You know, we could have got it. We could have rescheduled it or something. I was like, dude, no, I'm not. When it comes to my fucking piss tests, I'm going to do them immediately. I'm not fucking around with my piss test because I know how detrimental that shit could be. I'm gonna pull over here. They got good burgers in this place. Yeah, there was another one I had to go do. I don't know. I've talked about it before, but with this current company that I'm with right now, I did a piss test to go to just after applying, and then my very first day I was in there for onboarding, and I'm ready to sit down at a computer and do all their fucking tests and shit, and they're like, "Oh, hey, you need to go do a piss test." I'm like, "I just did one like 2 days ago." They're like, "We don't care." And then I'm pretty sure after I got hired on, I got pulled again. Pretty fucking insane. Anyways, I'm gonna run in here and grab me a fucking burger, and then I'll be right back. Okay, we're here for the third and final segment. Okay, I'm not starting to get. I'm gonna get a phone call now. Watch, I'm gonna get a phone call. Actually, just got off a phone call after eating. Perfect timing. As I'm walking to the truck, my phone starts ringing. And it was a potential employer for me, which is great. This one would be a little bit different. I don't know if I scared them off with my pay range that I need to be at in order to make the switch, but it'd be really simple. So I used to work for this company called Blue Links, and we would haul lumber and other building materials around the Kansas City area primarily. We had other branches further out, but it was a union job also, but the negotiation that our idiots made kind of sucked, so I was not really liking that. And then, anyways, this other one sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good, and it's really close to my house, which is ideal. Now I'm not going to get scared off by cameras in the trucks, but I am going to be a little apprehensive. Is it worth it to be spied on all day? You gotta think about that. I know that's the way of the world nowadays. Every single trucking company out there, they all have cameras in their trucks, and they're facing forward, backwards. They're collecting your voice. They watch you. They see you. You hit a bump. They turn you on the big screen in their office. They are critiquing you about anything and everything you do. I think I do a really good job, but I just don't want to be watched. And I understand where a camera comes in really handy in the event of an accident. But the camera also comes in really handy every time if they want to watch you and they want to be like, oh, I would have done it differently. So, okay, I know you would. Okay, I would have done it differently if I had known what was going to happen also. It's a lot of Monday morning baseball or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Monday morning sluggers or whatever. I don't know what the hell the saying is, but whenever y'all watch the game and then you see how you could have done it better later on, yeah, of course, yeah. And I don't want to be watched, Don't really like that. I don't know if this company has that. No, we didn't even bring it up. It is a big part of my evaluation, I guess, of if I want to switch jobs. But anyways, it went well. It's a trucking company. They haul just outdoor building supplies all over the Kansas City area, and they said the most you'd be doing is probably 50 to 60 miles one direction. So it's pretty close. That could mean no logbooks, which don't bother me. If it's an electronic logging, they don't really bother me. But I know there's other companies out there, other different apps and shit. But my e-logs right now, they don't bother me at all. Just keep my eyes on them every now and again, check them out. But for the most part, I can just turn it on and leave it alone, and it's fine. But I don't know. So this company, they've been using third-party carriers for a while. I'm guessing TSL. Um, they do a lot of flatbed freight, tarping and whatnot. Or not T. What did I say? TMC is what I meant. I just actually passed one just now. Um, but yeah, they're looking to create their own fleet. They're tired of paying outside carriers to do the job. They'd rather just pay somebody that's one of their employees. So, hey, I'm all for it. You know, it's a lot closer to home. If the pay range is uh, higher than I mean, if I don't have to have a hazmat to do that job, then dude, I'm all right. Uh, you know, but I like having a hazmat. I don't want to get rid of my hazmat, like I've said before. I'm gonna hold on to it. I mean, that separates a lot of people from a lot of other people. You know, having that hazmat on your license. Um, Now, if I had a job where I never used my hazmat, would I hold on to it? Probably. I'd probably try to go ahead and hold on to it if it's not bothering anything, you know. But anyways, this company looks like they're trying to hire about 7 guys here in the very near future. I just hope they don't plan on paying everybody $22 an hour, because that's not going to work. And if that's the case, then I mean, yeah, for $22 an hour, you're gonna have a lot of trouble. Just saying. If you're gonna have Class A drivers that you're hiring for $22 an hour, you're gonna have some trouble, buds. You're not getting the best of the best. Uh, Nobody's gonna even look at your company if you're not paying. You know. So, anyways, I'm wondering why I couldn't see them, because I searched, like, I have a job. My job's kind of sorted on there. But I have like a minimum pay rate of 32 an hour. So I wonder if that's what I might be missing a lot of jobs, but those jobs deserve to be missed if they're not going to pay me. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about it. You want to ask me how I feel about that? That's how I feel about it. Miss me with that bullshit. I've heard somebody say that before, and I feel like it fits real good right here. Miss me with that bullshit. Miss me with that bullshit. I don't see where that fits in any other conversation but this. Specifically looking at jobs on Indeed. Miss me with that bullshit. That phrase was created probably the same day Indeed was created. What the fuck is going on, guys? Airplane crash. Nub man. Did we already talk about that? Nub man? If I hadn't talked about it already, let me just bring it up one more time, just in case I didn't bring it up. A man with no arms and no legs shot a guy. He's also a cornhole champion. A plane hit a fire truck. What else is going on? People have been dying. Chuck Norris. Did I even bring him up the other day? No, I didn't. I don't believe it. Just kidding. I believe it. Poor old Chuck. And we just talked about him on the Walk Like a Mailman podcast. They were talking about him like the day before that, and maybe even the episode before that. And then I brought it up on mine whenever I was on there. Ridiculous. Did I cause Chuck Norris to pass away because I brought him up? Should I have knocked on some wood? I didn't say he was going to die. We were just talking. He was like, who do you want to deliver your mail? I said, Chuck Norris would be badass. It'd be badass if he karate chopped my fucking mail right to my I don't know, mailbox or whatever. You know? And just me doing that killed Chuck Norris. I have a power that I don't know how to use properly, I think. If you could have a superpower, what would your superpower be? This is where we're going to leave off this conversation. If you could have a superpower, any superpower, make it up. Write it down in the comments. And I will bring it up on the next episode. Okay? You want your time to shine is now. Leave it in the comment section. I want to hear what your superpower is. And while you guys are thinking about that, before I bring up my superpower, I'm going to go ahead and read some comments of my own. Shane has tattoos. Welcome back, Shane. I didn't know he was gone. Was he gone? I don't think he left. 2 days ago, on episode 502, Play It By Ear, he said 3847, this is the attitude we love. That's when I was bitching about people talking shit about my dirt bike, and I rose up above the hateful comments, and I said, I'm cool as fuck. When I ride this dirt bike, I'm cool as fuck, and there's nothing anybody can say about it that makes me think I'm not cool as fuck, because I'm fucking, you can't be on a fucking dirt bike like mine and not be a cool guy. Okay? I'm cool as shit when I'm riding my dirt bike. That mechanic, man, I love to ride that dirt bike in there and just do donuts in front of him. And he's like, man, I wish I had mine tagged. I'm like, just ride it. He's scared to ride it. I don't know. I'm just fucking with him. And then we have a new listener here, I believe. James, 4 days ago, said, heard you on the Walk Like a Mailman, so I thought I would check out your show on your self-driving vehicles and how to refuel them. You should check out Purdue University. They are testing wireless charging electric vehicles, driving. I'm trying to read here. They have worked with the DOT here and are installed on a short section of the highway near West Lafayette, Indiana. JJ. Thank you, JJ. I replied, thanks for checking out my show. That is entertaining. Interesting. I'll check it out. Anyways, I forgot to reply to Shane has tattoos. So let's just reply real quick. I'm cool ASF. No matter what. I'm cool with that no matter what. Let's go. Let's move on. I mean, Shane did reply. Shane is the next few comments here. He wants a T-shirt from me. I promised him a T-shirt. We're gonna work on it. All right, but back to superpowers. My superpower, I don't want this to be my superpower, but I believe this is my superpower. If I talk about a famous person, they die. Or at least in Chuck Norris's case. I don't know. Maybe that's not a superpower. Maybe it's a coincidence. But I will say, if I got to choose my superpower, kind of like that, well, I don't know if I should even bring that up because I have no idea what it is. What's that fucking cartoon where all the family members get different superpowers, and then the one chick is like, I didn't get my superpowers. And then they're like, you're the fuck up of the family or whatever. I don't know. Marigold. I don't know. There's the one bitch that's super strong. There's the one bitch that gets everything nice. I don't know. So, what's your superpower, man? Leave it in the comments. I'm going to tell you about mine, and you can't take mine. If you use the same superpower that I'm using, you have to delete your comment. But you also have to write in the comment section that you had to delete, like, oh, we are so alike. We chose the same superpower, but I can't choose it because I want the comments to be different than what I'm going to say, and I don't know what the comments are yet. So. Anyways, my superpower, I haven't thought about this enough. I thought I would think about it while I'm rambling here. And, all right, my superpower is that I can eat a lot of food and stay skinny and smart and have a successful podcast and trucking career. With a happy and healthy family. That's my superpower. My superpower is just to have a good life. Like I have the good life superpower. What do you have? Like, I can see through walls. I'm like, yeah, but your life is fucking shit, dude. I have the superpower of having a wonderful life. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. That's not even a superpower. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. Uh, say my life isn't wonderful. What would my superpower be? Super strength? Laser vision? Invisibility? Invisibility is for the pedophiles or the fucking creepos. That's what invisibility's for. If anybody says, I want to be invisible, be like, dude, think about this. Don't do it. Don't ever go invisible. Stopping time, you can really get a good look at somebody if you stop the time. Time stoppers, time, what's that? Clock stoppers. There's a movie about it. Good movie, but you know that he probably diddled somebody, and who wouldn't? All right. So my superpower is I'm going with fast as fuck, boy. I want to be able to fucking run like the wind. I want to grow out my hair and run down the highway faster than cars. That's what I want. That's what's going to happen. If I get to choose my superpower, I'm running fast as fuck. I'm not going to be the Flash. I don't want to be the Flash. I don't want to be that fucking fast. But just like I can run like 80 miles an hour. How about that one? And my knees don't hurt when I do it. That'd be all right. I'd be all right with that. So, what's your superpower, bud? Don't say you can run 110 miles an hour. That's fucking ridiculous. Like, I want to be the fastest one. Not the fastest thing in the world. I just want to be faster than a car. I could just imagine me fucking, me fucking running down the highway. I don't know. I imagine it's gonna be windy. It's windy on a DR650. It's gonna be windy just to running. So maybe get me some sort of a track suit. That'll be my superhero suit. They'll be like, hey, that building's on fire. I'm like, I can get there about the same time as a car can. I don't know. I can run up the stairs quickly. I could do that. I don't even like running. Why did I pick that as my superpower? I don't even want to run. I don't run from anything. Dude, if a rabid raccoon or squirrel or something is coming after me, you guys might not believe it, but I'm not running. I'm going to stand my ground, mainly because I don't want to run. Okay, I'm a stand your ground type of guy. I ain't running anywhere for anybody. I'm not running. I might run from a bull. I don't know. But if it's an animal that I'm like, all right, you'll get bit a few times, but it's not going to like crush you. Maybe a car, like if I'm trying to cross the highway, maybe I should have that running superpower. I'd still sit on the couch all the time. All right, what's your superpower? Oh, look over there. Flame girl. Somebody wants to have flame fingers. What do you smoke? What do you need that for? I mean, like most of us are trying to put out fires all the time. What good is having fire at the tip of your fingers for? What else we got over here? Oh, we got the strong man. Yeah, you're useful. That'd be cool. I should have picked that one. Being strong as fuck. Impenetrable skin. But I can penetrate, you know? Nobody can fuck me. I can only fuck you. Maybe something like that. I'll let him go. Hit the throttle, Vega trucking. He did wave me on, but I had lost all my momentum already. Yeah, like Kevlar skin or something. Like you can shoot me. All right, what about like 18 times in the same spot? Because I don't know. Like I don't know. Superpowers. And superpowers, you can get crazy with them. Leave them in the comments section. I really want to read them. I want to see where everybody else is at in the superpower game. I want to see who wants to be a fucking diddler. I want to see who's like, I want to be invisible so I can sneak into the girl's shower. Hey, creepo! The invisibility one gets me. Sorry, I'm throwing in chewing tobacco. Usually I already have one in. Sorry, hold on. We're almost there. Invisibility, people like their clothes, they think their clothes and their hair and everything goes invisible. Brother, if you want to be invisible, you're going to have to be naked and hairless. It's like your skin will be invisible. I don't think you can't have that many different biologies changing to invisible. Nails, teeth, eyeballs, hair, skin, lips, peni, you know. Uh, and that's one thing I didn't like. They're like, oh, we'll just make a suit that makes you go invisible. It's like, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. You can't be invisible. Uh, but if you want to be invisible, I mean, I would start looking at all the people that have shaved eyebrows and shaved heads. I'd say, I know what you are, you fucking creepo. I don't think he's creeping on me, but, you know. And then, yeah, I don't know. Invisible people, you gotta get naked to do that. Stretchy people. It's so cold in my truck. I'm seeing my breath. Stretchy guy, stretchy motherfucker, rubber band man. I'm glue and you're rubber. Anything you say to me gets stuck to me and bounced off of you and gets stuck to me. I don't know. There's enough rubber people out there already. That's not a good one. If you wrote that in the comments, go ahead and erase it. I don't know, man. Laser eyeballs, it just seems like you could really get in trouble with those things. I don't know. Flying. I don't know if you want to. We can't even fly on airplanes. I don't know if we can trust somebody to be able to just fly around. You'd get shot at all the time. If you could fly, like, oh, I can fly. You're getting shot down. Somebody's gonna shoot you out of the sky. You're gonna need Kevlar buddy to come with you. But it is cool. I think that'd be all right. But I think with like wingsuits and shit, you should just do that because I don't know, man. I feel like flying. Where's the propulsion coming from? What is propelling you through the sky? Capes are just a drag. Like, you know how much faster somebody would be without a cape? That's why Batman has a cape, so he can jump off of ledges, and it's kind of like Mary Poppins or something. Superpower. Oh, you can solve any diagnostic problem on any vehicle by the touch. Oh, or that was another one I was thinking about. Everybody you touch, you can see their super secrets or whatever, or you can tell when they're gonna die. You don't want that one. That one, you're super upset all the time because you're always touching yourself. Every time you wipe your ass, you see the way you're gonna die. You're like, God damn it, that's in 2 days, you know? But you could also test it to see if you can change the way you die. But, yeah, everybody you shake hands with, everybody you bump into at the movie theater, or whatever, you see how they're going to die every time you touch somebody. That'd be sad, dude. But especially every time you wipe your ass, you take a piss, you itch your leg or whatever. You know, you're seeing. Well, so listen, when I say wipe your ass, that was being silly because I do not touch my own skin in my butthole area whenever I wipe. So that was just to be funny. But when you take a piss, you're grabbing on that fucking water snake, bud. Okay, you're gonna see every time you take a piss, and I take a lot more pisses than shits. You're gonna see the way you die every time. And you can't get away from it. You can close your eyes, but it's still there. That would not be good. That's not even a superpower, is it? But the diagnostic, like I can touch an engine and be like, I'm saying that because I'm having engine problems right now in almost everything I own. So that would be a really useful superpower to have right now. But once I solve those problems, I'm going to have a superpower for no reason. So I'm just looking ahead here. I don't know, man. Oh, talk to animals. Talking to animals? I don't know. Or, dude, obviously, like, plants and stuff don't really count as animals, but they are living items. So anything that's alive, you can see how they think. I think you'll figure out that a lot of animals are really dumb. They have no, like, their vocabulary in their mind that you can hear is actually pretty fucking limited. They don't know really shit. I think, but there are going to be some animals that'll surprise you. So these are not the choices you have to go with. You can make up your own. Please leave a comment, and I'll bring it up on the next episode. I don't have to mention names if you don't want me to. I probably will. I'll like, and Erica P says, "Hey, don't mention my name, but this I want to be invisible." But you're a creepo, Erica. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, adios. Keep all 18 down. We'll see you later. Y'all have a wonderful day, and bye bye.